Hello, welcome back to Procedural LIVENODING. I've been looking at works by Rohan Dalvi that he created using Unreal Engine. He actually, okay, this is created using Houdini and rendered using Unreal Engine, I believe. Shader is real time, etc. This one in particular interests me a lot, so I think I could recreate it using Blender and render it inside Blender using Eevee. So this is what I came out with. Um, So it's similar, although it's probably much simpler than the one that by Rohan Dalvi. And I think if he actually export it to game engine, it needs to be, maybe it needs to be a bone, or I don't know, could be a shape keys. But anyway, this is simpler recreations of kind of like a wavy, what do you call it? It's like a sausage, but it's like a jelly as well, like warm jelly. So simple underwater scenes. It's probably not perfect, can be improved, but I started basically with a plane, and I know I need to instance bunch of lines. So I have lines here. I started with a plane here, and I have these wavy things moving because of the noise displays that's using the informations from the plane, the vertices. And I have time that's kind of moving and waving our worms. So I can increase the speed. Now it's a lot faster or much slower. So that's the basic idea. And the line has transformation applied, and then I have another noise that's displacing the line itself once again, and also there's another matrix. And the output in my case is I'm using this Skin Modifier node in sverchok, and this one sometimes give like a twisting. It's not perfect, but it's one solution. But you can easily use the line and maybe bevel a curve node. This one is just for simplicity, and you can render this out real time as Eevee. You might notice that also sverchok Skin Modifier is not smooth out. We need the smooth shading turned on, so it becomes smooth. However, when we play back, sometimes it becomes unchecked again. So that's probably something that needs to be requested to sverchok developer. On top of that, so actually, so with the line itself, we can control the length of the line. So let me go back. Okay, this view is pretty good. So we can control the size. If you want, you can also kind of randomize the length. So let me use a random number value, float, plug into the size. So we have how many? We have 100 points. So we need 100 here, and the value here maybe between 0.1 and 1. So now we have randomized jelly worms being generated, and then I believe that we can also randomize the number of vertices. If we switch to cycles is not fully real-time like Eevee. However, with cycles we can randomize the color, and the way I do it is by using shader. So this is the basic idea, just geometry random per island, per separate objects. This is like a single object, but if they have a separate plate or island, you can randomize the color like this. So I think that's very interesting, and even though it's basics, and this is something that you can translate to other 3D package if you like. I wish we can kind of randomize using Eevee. I think there's a way to do this also with Eevee, but that's for another topic. But anyhow, so that's recreations of this. I think with Rohan Dalvi, I believe if he used like some kind of hair particle simulations or wire simulations and then bake it out for Unreal Engine, that's pretty cool. This one by Entagma, I know I watched the video, and this kind of thing also kind of thing that you can try in Blender first and then you try it in other game engine like Unity, Unreal, or Godot. So yeah. Oh yeah, you might notice also I'm using depth of field on the camera. So I'm inside the camera. So I have this depth of field effects. I have an empty, that's a source of focusing, and the camera with DOF being turned on, depth of field. Focus distance that's to empty. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this live noding. Hopefully this is useful. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.